it's not a boomerang or something of that nature, but who knows? Interesting starting location. Not really one of my favorites because you're not really in a good location next to anything if you up an A, but we will get to see the coast item here pretty quick.
Yeah, that's one advantage, being able to see that coast item right at the start.
We do see a candle shop for 58, which is a pretty reasonable price, and it is the book. So
Interesting.
early ladder, that's very helpful.
Yeah, that could be very helpful if they find the ladder right off the bat. Like I said, the ammo item lately for me, I've been watching, it's been red candle and ladder, so let's see if we get lucky enough to pull that ladder.
Yeah, I mean, ladder's definitely useful. Not the item I would necessarily always want to be under there. It's super helpful, but red ring or any key is just one of those items that makes exploration really super crazy fast. But I don't think anybody's ever going to complain about getting a ladder for free.
Oh, no, and yes, I would definitely prefer to see that red ring, especially the any key, because that just lets you dig dungeons so quickly.
Almost number 1 is a strikeout. We do see a medicine cave there.
Very interesting to note that both are taking pretty much the same route so far. Oh, here we go. Got some divergence finally.
Yeah, Buzz going to go try to... Oh, we have a recorder, so not the best of items to find under the Armo screen, honestly.
Yeah, but not the worst either.
Gives you access to the level 7 lake and at least lets you toot around once you get a hold of some of those Triforces. Nothing here at the Vanilla 2, but a good job getting that checked by both of our players here. Buzz going to find his recorder as well. So yeah, at this point, it's really kind of just a search for a level we can look for, or you know, where that wooden sword's at.
Oh, I agree. Very interesting to find the recorder on the ammo item.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those items that's really nice later on when it lets you get around the map a little bit. But early on, it's very unhelpful. You can't do anything with it, and so it's one of those things that, you know, you wish you could find something different. But there is a arrow cave there for 74 and another candle cave, so we can find a secret. We should be able to buy a candle and get a few things done.
Well, the only thing they could do with it is check the recorder lake if they happen to go through on the route, but I don't really see them going there out of the way.
Look at these in-sync screen scrolls. Unfortunately, BuzzThunder takes a fireball and does take a death. And beat for 71 as well, so finding all the shops except for the bomb shop.
Yeah, very interesting. I'm actually wanting to know what the rare shop's going to hold this time.
So BuzzThunder going to make his way to the desert shop. Meanwhile, Fury going to check out the blue candle shop next to 5. If these Tektites will let him. Jacober with the real questions in chat.
Yeah, I just noted that.
So Fury trying to get in here to level 5, being guarded by moblins. And BuzzThunder going to take a pit stop at the ferry to make sure that he can reseal his life. Pretty good call, I think. Lionel's not being very friendly. Indeed,
Yeah.
3 minutes, no secret, no sword.
Looks like we'll get to see the... have we seen the waterfall yet?
No, we have not. And this should be interesting. If he can get 3 of these to come over here, he may have a chance. Nope. Yeah, it's going to be very tough with one heart to do this. But if he can get them to all come over to this side like he's doing, oh, well done.
Very well done.
Get baited. And it's an any road, so, you know, at least he has a way out.
Yeah, not a bad find at this point.
That's
oh, and one's right at the coast.
actually.
Wow.
That's the start screen. That is massive.
That could be key here later on. Oh, wow. These wharfs are just... wow.
Well, and that's super helpful because that eliminates one of the crappiest caves on the entire map. Well, I mean, it's not start screen, but it's close to start screen. So this is huge. It lets him get around the overworld extremely quickly now. This is amazing.
This could get him a small lead here at the very start. I don't think I've seen roads that good so far in the tournament. I mean, what? We have all the way up in the northwest corner, southeast, and one pretty much dead center.
Yeah, it's a fantastic setup. Usually I get them like all clumped within 4 screens of each other, and they do absolutely nothing. So
Yeah, that's
definitely
never fun.
pretty good. I mean, you could argue that the only way it could be better is if one of them went to like West Death Mountain on the far left side. That way you could work your way that way, but still pretty good. So at this point, I'm feeling like the sword is probably going to be, I'm going to say the medicine shop north of Vanilla 3.
That's actually where I was thinking it was probably going to be too, because it's one of those weird little locations. Either that, or possibly. Well, actually, no. We've already seen the northwest Death Mountain because that was any road, so I'm not sure for the second location.
We've got all the start caves, and we've also got the southwest cave down there in the dead woods that nobody ever wants to check.
Yes, that one.
I'm sure up to 30 rupees. If he could just get 28 more, he can go buy a candle. But pretty amazing. We have seen, like, I believe 1 secret and 0 takenees 6 minutes into this seed, and we've seen a lot of the open caves.
Yeah, it's very interesting to see that we're not finding anything. So apparently it's going to be under the burnables and behind bomb spots.
And a max 25 on the door repair. How about that for fun?
Oh, yay. Oh, we just had the large secret, but I didn't quite get to see what it was.
101.
Oh, wow. That's
he had
not
0
too
rupees.
bad.
Alright, so if you're going to loop down to the Dead Woods, I kind of like this play. Lets you check those couple of caves that are available. 101 is great, though. That lets Buzz buy a candle whenever he gets back over there. So he'd be able to do that, buy arrows if he wants, maybe, and if we could find a bomb shop, maybe pick up some of those as well. Moment of truth.
Yeah, let's see.
Oh, it's a level. It could contain the white sword, though. How about that?
Ouch for that death on Fury. That's not going to feel nice.
No, that's a lot of time lost there.
Very interesting, though, that neither of them have found the sword yet, but I would say probably if they don't find it by 10 minutes, they're really probably going to feel pressured.
Well, there's only 3 caves left. This one, the Blue Ring Armos, and I believe the Southwest that haven't actually been checked yet.
Oh, here we go.
We were 1 cave off. That's not too bad.
No, that's actually not a bad find there at all. So now we should, maybe we'll see him dive level 6, but I don't think so. I think he still wants to look.
Well, he gets a bomb drop off of the Octorok, which is nice, but 4 HP, a bit beefy. And he finds a Tikeny, so he can... he's going to grab the heart and buy a candle. I don't disagree with this at all.
I don't disagree with that at all either, because he does have 131. I mean, the seed's not exactly extreme poverty, so if you really wanted the blue ring, you could still grab it.
And there's a hint cave right at the start screen, so that's super fantastic. I mean, that's the only reason why I might be a little bit leery to buy the blue candle. I'm just that kind of guy that I want to get a candle when I can, so I can go keep exploring. But Bell's going to find these indie roads as well, and so I don't think he's going to be too disappointed with them.
No, these indie roads are very nice. He'll be able to let him get across them out quite quickly.
You are correct, Dragonfire. I guess we did not check the waterfall cave either, which Buzz is going to end up seeing here in just a second. And level 8 is at the waterfall.
Yeah, I've always been kind of curious. People seem to almost always seem to avoid that waterfall like the plague.
I try to check it before going up the waterfall, but sometimes there's some really nasty screens there and it makes it really difficult to deal with. So if you're going to find his sword here pretty quick, and then we'll have to see what he opts to do here. He's going to find a candle as well, as well with some extra cash. So we'll see what decision he chooses to make.
Heart pickup there by Buzz in level 8.
Yeah, which gives him 5. That's a 66% chance to pick up whatever the white sword item would be in this seed.
Oh, Fury found level 6.
And there goes level 6.
So we've seen, what, Dungeons 6 and 8 so far?
I believe so, yes. That would be it. And sword here for Fury.
So that makes up a good point, too. I don't think we have seen a single gory eye.
Will Fury get his bomb drop? He does not, unfortunately.
I'm not entirely
Decision
sure. What's the
time.
percentage chance there?
I think it's like 30 or 40%, somewhere in that range.
So not a bad percentage for that first kill.
Well, it's for any bomb. It's like I think 30% is the base. All right, so Fury gonna go buy his candle right away. He does need to get a bomb drop so that he can hit these other things, but gonna work through the forest here, and we'll see what else we can find. As Buzz makes the same play as he bails out of 8.
I don't really disagree with that, because, I mean, that was relatively close to the start.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a good play. Let's see if Fury's keeping track of his count here. It looks like he's trying to build up to 6. Killing these 3. Just gonna say no. The HP is a little bit beefy on all the bomb droppers and their kin.
Eh, 71 meat price.
Yeah, not terrible. Good to note the location, just in case it happens to come into play.
I don't think I've seen any meat blocks so far through the rounds that I've been commentating and watching, at least.
We did see, I believe it was in J. Coper's race last night, the meat blocked an item. It wasn't an important item, but without the ladder, there was no way to get there, so kind of, in a way, blocked it. But outside of that, I really haven't seen anything myself. My lips are sealed. Another 30 rupees for Fury. I'm going to check the rest of the forest here and see if we can find anything useful. Level 3, that seems pretty useful to me.
I expect him to dive here.
Yeah, unfortunately, is able to unlock that key door. He's greeted immediately by a staircase. Let's see what item we have here.
Not a bad item
man.
at all.
Indeed not. A candle to get a candle. But yeah, it's a fantastic item to find early on as far as weaponry goes. Especially against, I don't know, Gibdos.
Oh, yes. Not exactly the worst item to find. I mean, this or the wand I would be pretty much very content with.
Yeah, wand obviously better simply because it's ranged and you can hurt Dark Nuts as well as Bull's Voice. But again, Red Candle, never a bad item.
It's definitely help to make short work of these mummies.
Yeah, hopefully he can get a bomb drop off of these guys. Don't get hugged. Ooh, nice link. And BuzzThunder also picking up his red candle. Actually, he left and decided he was going to go back and get it. I think a good call on his part here.
I don't see any reason not to get it at this point, because they don't have a wand. They, of course, don't have a ring, and of course, they don't have bow and arrows.
Yeah, Chet making a good point. There would have been the possibility to command a key in that room beforehand. But a key drop here is above the shutter door and everybody's favorite room.
Oh, hello, shoot. Oh, and a nice clock.
I think always seems to have a Triforce in it, too. Yeah, bombs, that's pretty good for Fury as well. Alright, so searching for this Triforce. 2 keys here for BuzzThunder. 0 for Fury.
This will be curious to me now if the keys are really going to come into play here.
Yeah, and this is another place where the red candle is just fantastic because you can take the bop from the bubbles, make sure you're damage immune from the fireballs, and still be able to do continuous damage to the Gibdos. So it's always fun.
Oh,
All the bombs.
that Triforce is blocked, it looks like, unless they can get in there from the south somehow or from the sides.
Buzz dipping out of level 3. Finding a Ruby boss. It'd be nice to get a key or two here for Fury, but unfortunately not getting any luck in that department as well. And Buzz is going to go ahead and finish up the forest here, and we'll see where he heads after that. Bombing the northeast, always good plan. And a compass.
I think Fury's also not going to be very happy seeing this Triforce location once he gets in the room.
Fishing for a key and just not having any luck.
Yeah, 3 seems to be very resistant about giving any keys out, and he's going to find some disappointment here.
Yeah, it's really frustrating. If that Triforce spawns at the has like the level 5 river room where it's up on the river, you can clip down and actually get to it, but unfortunately unable to do so with that particular location. There we go. Another big secret for Fury. He's going to find this hint cave as well, and so it's going to make him, you know, it would stall me on a blue ring purchase early on just because you know where a hint cave is. It's right there at the start, and you know the location of the book if you can find the ladder. So it's, I don't know, it'd stall me on a blue ring at this point. More money for Buzz.
So we haven't seen the White Sword item yet, have we?
We've not. In fact, we haven't seen anything but we've only seen 3 levels thus far too, so you know, where do you go?
Oh, hello,
Magical
Mags.
Sword. Very unlikely to ever pick that one up. But what has happened?
That Palin brings up a good point. We haven't seen a small secret yet.
Well,
And
there
now
you
we
go. 4 rupees.
Wow,
Speak
mighty
and you
4.
shall receive.
Well, we couldn't call that commentator's curse. I guess we call it commentator's prediction.
Yeah, so Fury... Where's Fury heading? Did he not finish the forest yet?
I'm not sure. I don't think he has yet.
Yeah, he missed this spot here. Alright, so Buzz heading back over to level 8 with 1 key in tow. Never mind, he's going to walk on by. It looks like we're going to get a peek of Death Mountain. Never mind. He's just going to fake me out and go back into level 8. Alright, so... And we're going to leave again. So, yeah, I have no idea what's going on.
I mean, considering that 8 has 2 items, I mean, I'd at least take a peek, I would think.
Level 5 for Fury. He is going to explore it. Keys are always nice to find.
Oh,
Keys
hello,
for the
Key.
The keys. So we know
Not
those-
going to go for the ladder clip. I'm kind of surprised.
Well, you need the ladder.
Oh, that's right. We haven't found that yet.
Which means that there's going to likely... Ooh, ow. Give Doe a hug. There's going to be a staircase down south here that's going to take him north, as there's no other way to traverse that. But Buzz finds a raft, does get it with 5 hearts, and Fury going to be able to at least get around here with 4 keys now. So 3 free keys on level 4. Very nice. Forced to use one here, however.
Well, he's still sitting on 3, so I mean, he's at least going to be able to complete this, hopefully, but he definitely wants to save those for 9.
Gibdo in a fireball room. We'll pass. Oh, man, if the Triforce is in here, I'm just going to be laughing extremely hard. extremely hard.
Oh, I would.
This is likely the staircase to the north. I'm totally wrong, and it's a power bracelet.
Nice. I mean, I wouldn't complain about the find, but on the other hand, definitely not what you're wanting to see at this point.
I mean, you find a red candle, a recorder, a raft, and a power bracelet as your first 4 items. At least you can explore Hyrule.
Hey, I'm going to laugh if level 9 is raft blocked.
We've seen it a lot, actually. I've seen 3 or 4 seeds with level 9 being on a raft spot. Amongst other levels, it's been pretty prevalent. You're opting to not clear that room, which is a little interesting, because it could contain the Triforce, and so he may be, exploring around here and not actually getting anywhere. As we see a lot. Oh, man. Do you do it?
Ooh.
I don't know that you do it.
This is... ouch. Oh, he went for it.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be the staircase to the north.
Oh, that would just... yeah, I would be really conflicted about doing that.
And Buzz also finds level 5.
Let's see if he decides to go through the mugger room or not.
Boy, and this drops you off right at the far left bottom column of 5 as well, so that's interesting. Oh my god, it's ladder blocked. That hurts.
Wow.
And the compass in the shoot room. I mean, there are a couple of locations you could clear. I mean, if it was in that Gibdo fireball room, but that's a painful loss right there.
Yeah, considering he gave up max capacity 1 bomb for that.
One room available in level 5 that you could clear that could contain the Triforce, but everything else is ladder blocked. So that's pretty interesting.
Looks like ladder might be key at this point if they keep running into ladder blocks.
We'll see if Buzz takes the time to clear out that 5 Gibdo fireball room to see if that's where the Triforce is. But outside of that, there's not anything that's accessible because the only other room we have was the moat room with the orange Korea. But man, this is rough so far.
Yeah, this has not been very nice at all so far this seed. Oh, here's level 4.
Yeah, able to pirouette the key door, which is pretty nice. And we'll see if we have ladder blocks in here as well.
Wow, hello Triforce in 5. It was in the turret room.
Okay. So Buzz getting a little bit of a lead here by picking that up. Well done by him. He's going to save the bomb. He's going to save a key. And he's going to get a Triforce and get on the board.
Oh, it looks like he's going to go back in for that item.
We'll see if that play, getting that Triforce ends up making a difference in the long run here.
Nice bomb by Fury there.
And these Orange Wizard has a little bit of HP on him, but we'll see if he gets something useful out of this room.
This would not be the enemies I'd want to fight though without a red ring or at least a white sword at this point.
Maybe it's a bomb pack. Not what you're looking for, but it could be worse.
Oh, well, hello, Compass.
Yeah, that's definitely a nice find. As long as it's not in the bottom of 4. Not all the way there, so at least not too many. There's so many, you start getting down the spine of 4, there's so many possibilities for a ladder block. Unfortunately, that's not too far down. Yeah, I mean, Fury had, I think, a heart and a half, and he just walked through that room and said nope. And that just so happened to be the Triforce. So, I mean, good on Buzz for taking the time to clear it out, and he takes a 1 Triforce lead. And Fury is going to do this key door here and see what's in this room. And,
wow.
A bunch of nope.
And no, I would definitely not want to use another key to go through that other door. Just no.
He does find a heart container. You can definitely avoid doing this key door by just going back to start.
Oh, well, speaking of keys.
Unfortunately, stuck in a tea room. Okay, so yeah, I mean, he had to go around, so no key used, but still did manage to get around. Oh, man.
Hello, Patra. I guess Patra's decided it wanted an early snack.
Yeah, this is rough. I've not really seen much of anything thus far. Buzz finding lots of money, having already maxed money. That's never fun. And Fury gonna have an up and A because he took too much damage going on through from the gorillas, which is also very rough.
Yeah, that Patra was just perfectly placed that time.
I hate
wow.
gorillas. I just hate them. They're ridiculous.
That was a troll right there. 100%. I love it.
Like, I'm gonna walk up, psych!
Yeah, these dungeons have not been very nice at all.
Free Triforce, but unfortunately,
Triforce.
he is not going to be able to get around that Triforce to check for an item room. That's, oh man, that was so close. He's gonna burn a key here. He should actually be able to go north as long as the Gibdo did not leave the T and be able to pick up another one at the very least.
I mean, he's going to get that key refunded at this point, so...
And no item room, so it is going to be south of the Triforce. He will have to go back in order to check what the item is, and hopefully not end up being ladder blocked.
Well, the only advantage is when he comes back in, if he grabs that, at least his life will be full, so the Patra should be a little bit easier to sneak by.
Oh man.
Whoa, that was close.
All right, so we'll see what Buzz does here in level 4. And he is going to go back in for Fury, so we'll see what this item is. Hopefully, if it ends up being ladder blocked, it's just, man.
Yeah, this whole seed has definitely been stressing. You need that ladder, but I got a feeling you probably don't to finish.
And actually, if you just walk straight down when you go in the Patra room, most of the time you can avoid taking damage. It's pretty interesting, actually. You just slink right through. As long as the head doesn't move in your way, that is.
I'm really curious if he's going to go for that key after getting the items. I mean, it's really close.
Nah, it doesn't look like it. All right, so the item room is accessible, which is nice. What do we think this is going to be? I'm going to say the boomerang.
Oh, wow.
A heart container. Definitely, I would say worse than the boomerang at this point.
Yeah, at this point with those hearts, yeah, I would just kind of like, are you serious?
Well, yeah. So, I mean, so far we've seen no progression items other than the ability to explore a little bit more of Hyrule. And Fury locates level 9, so that's good to find.
Oh, and a death by Buzz over there, level 4. Ouch.
Yeah, I mean, it's just going to be... He's going to go back in. It's just going to be... How much time does he take going through here? I mean, Fury also took a few deaths. We'll see how long it takes. I'm sure also going to be very disappointed by a heart container pickup, but, you're there, and it's a pretty easy dungeon. You might as well look.
Well, at least they were able to get both to the item and the Triforce. Oh, looks like we're going to get a Recorder Lake check.
Hey, must be the money.
Patra not playing nice there with Buzz.
Alright, so he's going to find this Triforce. He's not going to be happy about it, because he has to pick it up, and he's going to have to make a choice to go back in. or just, bail out.
If he bails, of course he doesn't know, but that would be the right decision at this point. And nope, he's going for it. Those Koreas, in my opinion, this seed seem to be just about as bad as Wizards when it comes to getting hit.
Yeah. So I mean, at this point, you can go do some Candle Row. I don't believe Fury's found the raft yet, so we won't see those locations just yet. But it's pushing you towards Death Mountain to find some of these levels, which is obviously what people never want to have to do. But if you make that early play and you find the right levels, it could pay off.
Yeah, this seed has been extremely stingy about anything. I'm surprised they haven't at least got a bow or silvers between them at this point.
Buzz finding that hard container. So, I mean, at this point, outside of the raft pickup for Buzz, we're pretty much dead even. And never mind, because there's the raft for Fury. So at this point, he does have the Triforce out of 5, which is super helpful. It's going to give him a little bit of an edge, but I mean, as far as exploration goes and knowledge, we're pretty close to even.
Oh, and Fury finds 7.
And he's gonna go back in. Nope.
I wouldn't dive. At this point, I mean, he hasn't found 1 yet. I'm not sure if he's found 8 either.
He's found level 8. He knows where that is, but he hasn't found 1 or 2. Or 3? Have we found 3?
I don't think we've seen 3 either yet.
Yes, we've been to 3. That was Ladder Block. The Triforce was
in
the
that's right.
Ladder Blocks. That contained the red candle. That's correct. So yeah, I mean, we're still looking for 1 and 2, so definitely worth the time to check that before diving 7. But this could be one of those seeds where it forces you to go to 7. Oh no! All right, he's still able to get off. He almost took a sword hit. That would have been terrible. All for 4 rupees.
Boy, that power burst, it's really paying off, ain't it?
Always.
Yep, I was expecting a bomb pickup there.
Huh. Where is everything?
Yeah, it's got to be up here somewhere.
And there is level 2 on Death Mountain.
Well, now he's going to have to clear rooms to try to find the item. Yay. Hopefully it's not Wizards.
Nope. It's going to be Gibdo, which is perfectly fine in his book, I think, with that red candle.
Oh, yeah, I mean, you can just punish them with this candle. You don't even have to worry about taking a hit, usually.
I mean, at this point, like, the ultimate insult to injury, this is like a boomerang or something. Still have to find level 1 and hope to get something useful out of it. I mean, I wonder if this is one of those things where you just gotta dive 9. What if 9 has the bow and the silvers?
Oh, that would just be hilarious.
Like the ladder deep in 7 or something like that. That would just be,
and required. This seed's definitely turning out to be very nasty. Looks like Pancake's rolled a little high, too.
Ooh, Pole's voice. Never want to deal with her in these rooms.
Oh, no, not a level 2 with poles. That's going to make it not so nice.
Alright.
A white sword, okay. That's definitely a nice find.
Yeah, I'm always welcome to a white sword, because chances of getting the magical sword are pretty darn low. Though they are rolling in the health pretty good. And a compass find, and it's a Pole's voice rune.
Oh, of course it is. This is Randomizer. It can't be nice to you. No, never.
I mean, fortunately, this is a 5-room level, too.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, Pole's voice get your Triforce? That's not going to be fun.
Hey, he got a white sword before he did it, so hats off to that.
Oh, look, Buzz is here. Let's see if he finds his white sword here in a moment.
Yeah, I mean, this one Triforce for Buzz out of 5 could really be what makes the difference at the end of the day. Just because
Yes.
you don't know how long Fury's going to be searching for that 5th Triforce. Because these guys seem to be doing the exact same thing otherwise. So it'll be really interesting to see what happens. Yeah, J. Cooper pointed out in chat, the Bull's voice are incredibly easy to deal with. Just be patient. Fight them left to right, or right to left as they slide over, and you'll be just fine.
Yeah, but like you said, it's just very time consuming, and it's just kind of feels like a waste. If you didn't know the Triforce was there, of course, you would of course not want to waste your time here with these.
Oh, for sure. All right, so Fury now hoping to find level 1. And then outside of that, I believe we've actually located every dungeon. So at that point, we just have to decide where it is that we want to go.
Oh, letter find by Fury, not a bad find. Yep, and there's Triforce piece for Buzz in level 2.
The real question is, where is level 1?
Yeah, that's the elusive one. I'm wondering if it's going to be right here.
Coast Raft.
I'm guessing level 1's probably going to hold the ladder in the book. Or not the book, because we're already seeing it. So probably, I would say Magical Boomerang and our ladder.
I want to see both boomerangs.
Oh, that would just be hilarity.
Because I'm that guy.
Yeah, that means they'd have to dive 7 to get the ladder. Or 9.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, what kind of decision do you make, right?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Do I go to 6? Do I go to 7? I mean, they still have 8 left. So there is that at the very least. Obviously, that's going to be on the docket, I think, before 6 or 7 ever happens. But I know that these guys want to locate level 1 first. And I can't say that I blame them. They have the ability to find level 1. They have all the tools required to explore Hyrule. They just got to figure out where that dungeon is.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, just the solid lack of, like, no ladder, no bow, no silvers. You're 38 minutes into the game. It's nerve-wracking for sure.
Wow, that firing squad for Fury. Whew.
Item in 5 was the Power Bracelet, which both players acquired. He went back in and picked it up after he got the Triforce out of the Gibdo room there. Up to 8 hearts, so, magical sword, 2 hearts off, you never know. Yeah, I mean, the major difference here, again, between the two runners is simply that Buzz chose to clear out, it was a 5 Gibdo room inside of a turrets, which contained the Triforce. That was the only accessible room left in level 5, and everything else was ladder blocked. So it just happened to have the Triforce, and that's given Buzz a little bit of an edge.
And good potion price, 60 for red.
Yep, and we are running out quickly of locations to check for that level 1 location. I think we've got the Power Bracelet spot by Stark, the Power Bracelet location by the ferry, the Desert Ferry, Lost Hills push block, and then the 2 raft locations.
This has been a very strange seed, though, because like we were saying earlier, no important items found at all yet. So I bet both are probably thinking, hey, he's got to have the bow, or he's got to have the arrows at this point.
And there's the second hint cave. So if we can find the ladder, both hint caves extremely easy to access. I guess we haven't bombed by start yet either, so that is also a possibility. Or maybe we have. Just switching to bombs for good measure.
Has either went to the Forgotten spot? I have not noted.
That's a great question. I think Fury did? I know he checked north of level 1. I'm pretty sure he checked the Forgotten spot on the way there.
Oh, here comes our rafts. Oh, a potion shop. Okay, then. Wonder if he's going to check the eastern raft spot here. Nope.
Likely to go check the desert spot first. Or he's just going to go to level 8. Why not?
Interesting play. Yeah, it does look like Buzz picked up a blue ring. So that could be either the make or break there as well later on.
Yeah, and level 1's still not located, so it has like there's like 2 locations left, and one of them is the coast raft spot. And I wonder if that'll end up being the play. Is 8 the play or is 1 the play? And here's what we're going to find out, because it looks like Buzz is searching for that last spot for level 1, and we'll see if that ends up making the difference.
Well, for Fury, he knows there's only a handful of spots he can be at this point for level 1, so I don't blame him for going for 8 right now. Oh, hello, heart container. Yeah, he gets one more heart, and he could make a play for the mags, but I don't really see him doing that.
Another heart
Wow.
container. Wow.
Just, wow.
But yeah, looks like level 1 is in fact on the coast raft location.
It'd be really interesting if the bow and the arrows are in there. That would just, to me, would be absolutely hilarity.
All right. At least it should be here.
Mr. Seven Chat is asking, like, what are the randomizer settings? I don't think we've really covered them 100% yet. One that we can cover is you only need 5 Triforce pieces to make it into 9. 9 can contain important items. Enemy HP can be -2, +2. What else am I forgetting out of Janos?
Important items in 9, did you say that?
Yes, important items in 9, which can include raft, ladder,
Yeah.
recorder, power bracelet.
And then, other than that, the main thing is the new start shuffle. So basically, you can start a dungeon on any edge of the levels. So if you look at level 8, any of those black spots along the outside edge, other than below the bottom row, and obviously within the confines of the map itself, can be the start location. And in this case, it was in the the bottom right quadrant, but it could have been in the top right quadrant. So,
Oh, very
Along with
much
dark
usually
nuts.
so.
No fun. Blue ring can be very helpful here.
Yeah, this is where that blue ring could pay off.
Get dropped inside of a Goma room with a shutter door. Thank you, game.
Yeah, but he is going to be able to pick up that key, so...
Level 1 was the coast raft location.
Which I'm really surprised that Fury didn't check, at least, because, I mean, it's right next to the start, really. I mean, it doesn't take more than, 25 seconds at most to check it?
Yeah, I mean, I think at that point he knows that it's got to be up there. And he's just like, all right, well, I'm here. Let's go to level 8. It's got 2 items also, so let's see what we can find. I'm surprised he didn't clear that room. It could have contained a key or a Triforce. Maybe it was just the bomb wall gravity contraption.
There we go.
So yeah, that's level 8. So far, not being very kind. He also hasn't cleared that dark nut or the Wizrobe room, so that could contain the Triforce as well. And unfortunately, does not get the iframes there and take some damage. As Buzz is attempting to clear out these rooms in level 1 to find the items here.
Yeah, losing your count does not feel good.
Oh my! Which keyboard do I
Interesting.
want to use? Likely the one up. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I would probably go up.
Oh goodness, into a whole bunch of nothing.
You might be able to bomb out here.
Ow! Oh, you called it.
Oh, no. Oh, we
Fury
got the
takes a
ladder.
death. Man, that's a painful death. But yeah, ladder in level 1. You called it.
Now, let's see. What do we got for the second? Oh, well, the Triforce piece is literally a give me. Wow.
Yeah, Buzz still gonna have to search for that second item. Yeah, painful death by Fury. I'm taking a lot of hugs here. This blue ring for BuzzThunder is being helpful with all the dark nuts that he had to fight. We'll see. Fury down that bomb as well. He did pay the toll there earlier, so.
And level 1 Triforce to Buzz.
Yeah, and he's gonna go back in and try to find that other item. Blue Riz Ropes, double shutter door, fantastic.
Yeah, this level 8 has not been nice at all. Like Jacob was saying in chat, at this point I would be very tempted to use that potion that he picked up.
Reset, save the room. Yeah, definitely save the room.
I would have saved, yeah, just like right there, because then, yep. Oh, he's going to use the key door.
Yeah,
interesting choice.
Okay, well, it is an item.
Well, this does pay off, so very nice.
Good call. Hopefully it is something useful. But still searching for that last item in level 1. And we have... Ooh!
Not what he's looking for, but hey, I would never complain at a red ring. I'm sorry.
With as many times as he's died in 8 so far, I'm sure he is extremely happy about that pickup.
Yeah, this should make 8 fly by now.
And Madagascar Dave, no. 9 is not open. You need 5 Triforces, and that is all you need to win. Because once 9 is open, you just need to have the bow and the silvers in order to defeat Ganon as per normal. Oh my goodness, this 8!
Ouch, that bomb upgrade price. Oof. And he takes it.
I think the top portion of 8 is blocked by a shutter door with a Goma. Unless this is the staircase that takes him to the north.
Hopefully this will be the staircase.
Maybe it's the item staircase. That'd be even better.
Yeah, if it's item staircase, even better. Somebody was saying silvers. I guess Buzz picked him up in level 1.
Did he? Oh, so ladder and silvers in 1. That's insane.
Yeah, so let's see if the bow's here in 8. If the bow's here in 8, then it's just going to be pretty much a race on who dives the other dungeon first.
You can't get to the rest at 8 without the bow and some arrows, it looks like. There might be one... And Fury hasn't cleared all these rooms yet, so there's still the possibility that the Triforce... Oh my goodness! 11 heart magical sword. Fury's going to have the hearts for that too once he checks those other locations. If he hits those 2 push blocks, they're both hearts. He will also have 11.
Yeah, so right now I would say Buzz definitely has the advantage. Mags plus arrows plus ladder right now, and the Triforce advantage. If the bow is an 8, though, this could even things up. And wow, here comes Buzz into 8.
Yeah, he has to be able to... Okay, so he can bomb up here. The other issue here is Triforces. Fury only has 3. Or 2, rather, and yep. Buzz has already got 4.
People are asking what was silver. That was level 1, the floor drop.
Yeah, and... Okay, so there's the Triforce. And Buzz is likely to get the red ring out of here as well, so he's going to get that defensive upgrade in addition to everything else.
Probably not going to be... I mean, the blue ring purchase is definitely helping get through it, but you know, once you find that, you're just going to kind of be like, ugh. Uh-oh, no, that's bad.
Actually, that's good for Fury, I think. Just because he's going to get the Triforce out of here, he knows where 1 is. If the bow were in here, Buzz would have a massive advantage. But the fact that the bow is not in here and can be in 6 or 7 or 9 really helps out Fury stay in the game. Otherwise, it would be really difficult at this point for him to come back into it.
I'm wondering and curious if he's going to try to check for mags if he walks by there once he gets to 10.
Well, the path that he's going, he's going to find level 1 before he actually finds either of the heart containers, so he's likely to not actually even get to 11 hearts.
Yeah,
or
that
10.
is true.
And the other thing is that Buzz has no money for hint purchases. Fury has just a little bit, so once he finds this ladder and gets the book, that start screen is a hint. Hint cave. And the other hint cave is just a few screens over in the start power bracelet location. So with the money that he has available, we'll see if that's something that Fury chooses to do, and if he can, manage to pick up the bow location off of that, and kind of slingshot him in the right direction.
I'm wondering if he's going to save Scum for those hints, because if he does, he could potentially get them all.
Oh, for sure. If you don't use save strats to get those hints, you're not doing something right. That's for sure. Especially with them on the start screen, it's pretty much a 0 time loss.
Oh yes.
Yeah, and this level 5 Triforce is kind of coming back to haunt him at this point. Fortunately, it might push him into one of these other dungeons. Actually, he'll probably just go back to level 3. It's pretty easily accessible, and he knows where that's at. So he really hasn't lost a lot of time as far as that goes. So we'll see what play he makes. I'm assuming level 9 is going to be what's it. And, you know, if Bo is not in 9 and it's in 6 or 7, it could really be anybody's game.
Yeah, but Buzz with Mag Sword, I would definitely still give advantage on, not just with the Triforce pieces, because he's going to be able to clear so quickly.
Oh, for sure. Also need to take keys into consideration. You know, 3 and 5, both at an okay level, but 1 can eat them up. 9 can surely eat them up.
Oh, yes. I'm really surprised that no any key, considering we found every other, like, utility item at this point.
Game would be too free at that point.
Oh, but of course.
I mean, we got Red Ring and Magical Sword and, you know.
Makes you wonder, though, how much pressure they're going to be feeling once that 1 hour mark rolls by and they don't see a dot done.
Yeah, and Buzz is going to almost flow clear this looking for the item. Fury going to find his ladder here. He's going to be happy about that.
Oh, yes. We have a question in chat, too, about why is one a dragon?
Well, we have boss shuffle on, which means that any boss can be in any dungeon. So you could have Patras in level 1. You could have Dig Doggers. So you can basically have anything but Ganon and Zelda inside of the other dungeons.
I think he was more pertaining to the player sprite for Fury.
Oh, Trogdor. Yeah. That is, yeah, that's Jake Hopper's Trogdor sprite. So the question is, and I can't imagine that he wouldn't, will he go back in for the item, as we do see BuzzThunder is going to locate that red ring. I don't think he's seen the boomerang yet, so he might still search for that.
Hopefully he does keep searching that for Fury's sake, so it'll give him a little bit more time to try to catch up here.
Okay, so yeah, Fury has not located the silvers, but he is going back in, so he's going to be very pleased to find that. And, you know, Liquid Husband always talks about it, you know, the 2/3 of the Trinity, getting either the ladder, the bow, or the silver arrows. Once you get 2 of those, 9 is generally the correct play. Just because, you know, you've got most of what you need, and you finding Ganon, finding the location of Zelda, those are really important things to do. And so you can kind of knock out a lot of birds with 1 stone as you're going through looking for that one last item.
Fury getting pounded around here by these Dark Nuts. I'm really surprised he didn't just whip the bombs out when they were all clustered up.
Yeah, but down to 4, you kind of want to hold on to those if you don't get any drops.
Oh, I totally agree, but... Oh,
It's a map.
That map was really worth it.
I don't even remember where the silvers were.
Silvers were the drop item in 1.
Right, I didn't see what room they were in, so I'm not sure where he needs to clear. All right, so Buzz is going to get trolled by this little room as well, getting over to the second item, which is unfortunate. Going to lose quite a bit of time and not be happy with the result either, I would imagine. I think it was this room? It might have been this room that had the silvers.
This might be
it's
it.
a heart container.
So I'm
Man,
wondering... Like I said, I'm really wondering, though, if he's really going to go for that Mag Sword check, because it's not really too terribly far.
Yeah, man, if he's been keeping track of the overworld, he's only got 2 spots left, and he should note that he's only had 2 take-inies. So that would give him the opportunity to get 2 more hearts. It's one of those things that's hard to track if you don't write everything down, but
Yes.
it will be interesting to see. Last room? It must be this room with the silvers.
Yeah, there's so many Dark Nuts in this dungeon. Sheesh.
Let's get a clock drop, though.
Oh, well, that was easy.
Really curious what Buzz is doing. He's already got the Triforce.
Did he pick up the Triforce?
No, he didn't pick up the Triforce. I'm sorry. Okay, he's going back
There
for
we
the
go.
Triforce. And silvers at the same time for Fury. So what will Fury do now?
Yeah, that's going to be the question. I mean, this is make or break time for Fury at this point.
I'd imagine it's going to beeline to level 3. I don't know what else he would be doing at this point. But yeah, the magical sword is really going to be the big difference maker here. And yeah, level 3 right there by Stark. Going to easily get... I hate that.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
And Buzz getting trolled hard by the moblins here. And he does get off. He's going to go pick up that book. Which is something that I would imagine Fury would have done right away. Well, maybe we'll see him do that after he gets his Triforce here. So Buzz is going to get that book. We'll see if he manages to get some hints picked up and to figure out what we got going on. Now, obviously, we can't get a hint for the bow out of level 9. We can get the silver's hint. We're not going to get the hint for the bow. So still going to try to figure out where that's at.
You know, it'll be really curious to me if Fury does indeed go for the book hints if he doesn't find, or if he doesn't decide to dive out immediately. We have Buzz in 9 at this point. Unfortunately, we don't have audio on Buzz, so we can't hear Ganon's roar.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know that... I mean, Buzz is a little bit in the lead, but if... The big thing here that can... He has the magical sword, which is helpful. And, well, there's a free compass. That's always nice as well. But still have to find the bow. And if Fury goes and gets the book and saves and checks some hints and finds out that the bow is in level 7 or level 6, all of a sudden this whole thing gets turned on its head. And yes, the book in this iteration unlocks the ability to actually understand what the old man and all the stuff says. So it's a pretty powerful item.
Oh, he's choosing to go to 9, it looks like, or he's going to go to the hint shop. Please go to the hint shop. Get that book, get those hints. Come on.
I guess you not up an A to save the health, which is a good call.
Well, he's only, like, what, 3 screens away? At that point, I can understand wanting to keep the life.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to save here anyway, though, right?
Yeah, if he's going to go for those hints, that's what I would do. Just to get that money back and go rush the other room and see if you can get lucky enough to find out where the bow is.
Yeah. So,
or at least other items to narrow down where the bow can be.
Is he not going to... Is he going to go straight to 9 as well? I don't understand this play. You've got 90 rupees and you know where both hint caves are.
Yeah, I would go straight for those hints.
It's worth the time investment. But that's just my thoughts. But I absolutely would have checked the hint caves. Just because if you get lucky and get a hint for the bow, or even if not, if you get a hint for an item in 6 or 7 that's not the bow, all of a sudden you have information that's useful. But opting to not do that, and so we'll have to see what happens here.
This could just make the race completely even at this point.
I mean, other than the magical sword advantage here for Buzz.
Yeah, that mag sword could be the key thing, because I mean, he's able to clear these rooms a lot faster than Fury.
I'm just honestly truly surprised. Why even take the time to go pick up the book if you're not going to go check the hint caves? You don't need the silver hint. I mean, there's obviously the hint for the for Zelda and for Ganon, but right now you're looking for the bow. That's the thing you need. So why even take the time to grab the book if you're not going to actually go pick it? And Buzz is going to opt to leave here.
Yeah, I'm actually curious about this play by Buzz here, but well, I can see why though. The wand, so that means
that pushes me out of 9.
That would I would say. All right, let's go check hint shops.
Yep. All right. See, I like this play. I like this. This is I agree with this. He's gonna go right now, check the hint caves. Luckily finding that really early, but we'll see what we get here.
Let's see what we get. Well, that
Old
one was
info.
helpful. Come on, give us something good.
Old info.
I believe the other hint cave is only like, what, 2 screens away?
Yeah, it's just at the power bracelet spot. Okay. Old info.
Unfortunately, all old info. But hopefully we'll get that bow or get at least some other items so we can knock out where it's not going to be.
The irony is that you cannot get that hint without having got the ladder in the first place to get the book. That's
of course.
several occasions now that I've seen that you the hint for the book or the latter being like that. A wand here for BuzzThunder. Let's see what play he makes. Looks like he's going to stay in.
I mean, that could be a good play as well, but I got a funny feeling these hints might actually swing it towards Fury's side.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, wow.
This game is being
on.
such a jerk right now.
Just one good hint. Just one.
What?
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
Oh my, I'm sorry. At this point, I literally would have sat there because I mean, I'm already retried, saved all that. I would have probably dropped a bomb or two just in frustration.
Table flip, man. Just table flip at this point.
He's got to go for the last one. Come on, get that last hint. Come on, no. Please give us a bow or something.
Information. Even the item in 6 or 7, even if it's not a bow, it's helpful information to know it's in one of those 2 dungeons. Okay, so now he knows 6 or 9 is the play.
So let's see if he dives 6. I got a feeling he just dang well might. Well, I mean, at this point, I don't see what there is to lose. He's already in the overworld map, so...
This is the play that's going to decide the game, because either it's in 9 and Buzz is likely to find it first, or it's in 6 and Fury's going to find it. And then Buzz has to go glean that information. But yeah, that was very helpful. That gives him a 50-50 shot now. But man, how hard can the hints troll you, man? Like, holy cow.
Oh, I agree. Oh, wow, and a door right at the start.
And you're going to have to use the key door here.
Yeah, that's definitely unfortunate. Wow, don't tell me the bow's right here at the start. If it is, just wow.
Oh my god!
Holy crap!
What a play!
That was the master play by Fury right there. He's got to feel great now. Now he's like, okay, 9, baby, let's go kill me a pig.
The feel-bad moment, though. Like, it's one room in, but neither had a key or wanted to use a key.
That is hilarity.
G. Cooper's right. You don't have to use the key. You could just go up and come back down, and it would open the door, but... Oh my gosh, either of them could have gotten that earlier in the game. That is just brutal.
That is, let's just see now. But here's the question. Now it's going to be a race to Fury getting Ganon and Zelda. But I mean, he's going to know where Zelda is with his compass in a moment. So it's pretty much going to boil down to, is Buzz going to be able to get that bow faster than Fury can find Ganon and take him down?
Oh my gosh, I'm beside myself. These seeds are ridiculous.
Wow, hello keys in 9.
Yeah, that's super helpful.
I'm actually kind of surprised. 9's actually be pretty kind with the keys so far.
All right, Buzz finds. That's unfortunately another staircase, but yeah, I mean, how do you get around 9? Is what Fury's fighting with right now.
Oh yeah, so I got a funny feeling this is going to be transport staircase time.
Just wow.
That play by Fury's probably going to get it for him, but we'll see. Buzz could decide to undive and go diving somewhere else. That's got to feel so good about this Pole's voice, too, now having the bow. Just like, no, get out of here.
Just the whole one hint. 5 duds, and takes the time to go get the last one, and it's what makes the difference.
I've said it before, the book and those hints can make or break your run.
Unfortunately, not having any luck navigating 9 thus far.
Yeah, 9's just saying, no, you cannot bomb my walls. And hello, keys.
The real question is, where is the final item and Ganon at?
Yeah, I'm very curious. Boy, that's a helpful hint. We want the Ganon hint game. Come on.
There's the map. This was the wand room.
I don't think Fury would, if he would have went for it, I don't think he would have minded the pickup, but I don't see him really needing it at this point.
Yeah, I mean, he should be okay. He's also sitting on a potion, so he's not going to have any issues dying to Ganon.
Oh yeah, plus Red
just gotta
Ring for
find him.
both. The only thing is, though, I think it's kind of curious, is Buzz has got that mag sword, so it makes me wonder if he's going to realize to get out of here quicker.
Yeah, I mean,
Looks like Fury's pathing Zelda at this point.
This is really just... Buzz has to find that item, but then he has 2 locations that he has to choose from. And 6 is likely to be the course of action, because it's right here. So it's not like it'll take him a whole lot of time to find that bow. But it's just, how long is it going to take to find the magical boomerang here in 9? And has he located the Ganon's Roar? Because obviously we don't have sound for him, so we don't know if he's heard him or not. And so will he be able to get back where he needs to get to quicker than Fury can finish?
Nice. This 9, Patra. Oh, there's Ganon's Roar.
My Patra.
So is this the room, or is it going to be the south? It's going to be the south. I don't know why he's not using the potion like right now, just to ensure no death.
Right?
I mean,
there it is.
Right, I was about to say, at this point, I'd say use it. I mean, if you hear the pig, you already know he's not to the top or the left. You know where he is. Time to burn it.
And Buzz, I think, finds his 6th transport staircase. Still not found that second item. So, I mean, the play here is Fury bail, and as soon as he found the wand, really, and gets the pig down.
Goodbye.
Head for Zelda.
So there's the bacon bit pile.
And
not a very helpful hint.
Neither of our hints being useful at this point in time.
Oh, here comes Fury without busting that wand out.
Good old wand fire.
Well, it is preferable to taking the Patra hit.
I suppose so. And
another Patra. That's what I was saying. Is like, look at this dungeon, like Patra. It's like, can you just go away, Patra, for 2 minutes?
One more room.
No, it looks like he's 2 away.
There it is. Get out your GGs for FurySK. Man, looked behind the whole time and just came back with a really, really decisive gamble that paid off in spades.
The official SRL time for FurySK is 1 hour, 8 minutes, 7 seconds.
I mean, the killer in this is that bow was literally free. They could have had that at 5 minutes into the game.
Which would have helped a ton with standard arrows if they chose to buy them for pulls.
Yeah. Amazing. What a game. So yeah, where in the heck is this second item in level 9? I wonder if it's trapped behind one of the Ganon doors. Well, he does get access to a place he hasn't been before.
Can I go ahead and guess at what's going on here?
Hello there, Fury.
Welcome.
Guessing he didn't turn around.
Nope, he got the wand and just found the magical boomerang. And I believe that's where the dot forfeit came from. Yeah, I mean, I was kind of curious. I you got the book and you had the money for hints early on, and you went right to 9, which I was kind of confused about. But after you found that one, I was kind of like, my feeling is after I find one, well, I'm going to leave, especially if I can get hints, and that's what you did. The first 5 gave us a fantastic chuckle, but the last one ended up paying off.
Once I got the last one, I said, you know what? If a player of BuzzThunder's caliber has not finished yet, there's a good chance it's probably not 9, so I should just go ahead and bite the bullet and take the 50-56.
Well, that was definitely the right choice. Also, since we weren't able to cover this yet, Buzz has forfeited from the race.
Yeah, and the interesting thing is that the bow is completely free. Had you could have gone up and come back down and opened that locked door at the very beginning of the game and gotten the bow.
Yeah, I was just in sword find mode when I first encountered 6.
Yeah, I mean, for sure.
By the time I got back there, I already had my 5, so I'm just like, you know what? Don't really want to dig this before 9. And then found the wand and said, okay.
Yeah, I was definitely the make or break for me was when watching you, when you picked up the book and we're like, why doesn't he go look at the hints? And you went straight into 9. And we were like, no, hints.
Well, the book in and of itself was just in case I couldn't find one or the other of Zelda or Ganon initially. Because I really only had 6, 7, and 9, and chances of me digging those without hints kind of low. And I actually didn't mark the second hint shop. I just kind of remembered spur of the moment where the second hint shop was, so that helped.
Yeah, there was the hint for that magic key in 7. So at that point, I'm guessing, what were your thoughts going into 6 and finding that staircase like right off the start?
The first thing that went through my mind when I entered 6 was, boy, I wish I had the any key out of 7. Because I knew I was going to start burning a few keys in 6 if I had to dig anywhere. And then I was pretty thrilled with the fact that it was one room in, but then at the same time you get concerned again because you're like, wait a minute, this is really ridiculously easy. If my opponent just did this, then what in the world's waiting for me at 9?
Oh yeah, 9 was definitely not looking too kind for either when you're trying to explore. It just did not want to let you go where you wanted to go.
Thankfully, it forced you on a path that led you basically up until Zelda, and then you could go left from there and eventually find your way. So if anything, it was linear to the points that you needed to go in 9, which isn't always the case.
So, Jen, do we have any more questions you think for Fury at this point?
Yeah, I mean, are you looking forward to the 2-1 bracket?
I don't know. It's going to be a challenge regardless of where I am. I mean, if you look at the 1-2, there are people that are in the 0-2 bracket that could climb into the 1-2 and just destroy me. So I'll just take whoever I get and we'll roll with it because I thought I easily could have been beaten today. I think quite a bit of BuzzThunder. This is the first time that we have ever raced that I've ever finished in front of him. So
very interesting.
Well, it was a good time to do it for sure.
Certainly.
But yeah, good game to you. Good game to Buzz. I think we're gonna wrap it up here. Obviously, thanks to Speed Gaming for taking the time to restream this for us here early in the morning, and thanks obviously to our racers. Make sure you give them a follow. My co-commentator and tracker Aerodyne. It's been a blast.
Yep. Thanks for everybody staying up late for this one too, because we had some conflicting schedules there. So appreciate everybody involved.
Good night, everyone.